Hello everybody, welcome to this writing lesson. We're still doing the topic Convince Me, which is all about persuasion. And today we're going to have a go at using the planning template that was sent home in your weeks 1 and 2 Learning from Home booklet. So if you're not sure what it looks like, it's this one, the Oreo planning template. And so today we're going to learn how to plan well so that next week when we get to write some of these persuasive texts, we've really learned how to plan it out first. We said this when we did narrative writing. If you start writing but you don't know where you're going, it's really actually quite a tricky thing to do. It's just like nobody gets in a car without knowing where they're going to end up. So planning sets it up well so that it's easy to write. Today we're going to look at reasons and examples. And the topic we're going to look at is all families should own a pet. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to decide whether you agree that's reasons for, like you say, yes, I agree that all families should own a pet, or whether you disagree. You think, no, I don't think that all families should own a pet. So we're going to have a look at these reasons first. Then you'll have to decide whether you're on the reasons for, yep, they should own a pet, or the reasons against, no, they shouldn't own a pet, and we'll fill out the planning template below together. So here are some reasons for families owning a pet. So it says here, owning a pet teaches children to be more responsible. Owning a pet helps to reduce loneliness and stress. People who own pets are healthier than people who do not. Sharing the care of a pet brings families closer together. And caring for a pet teaches children how to be loving and affectionate to others. Here are some reasons against. Reasons why you think families should not own a pet. Some families do not have enough money to properly care for a pet. Some families do not have enough time to properly care for a pet. Some people don't like animals, or maybe they're allergic to them. Some pets have diseases which they can pass on to humans. And animals don't belong in people's homes, they belong in the wild. So there's some reasons for and some reasons against. You can use these reasons for or against in your planning today. So I'll make sure I put this picture on the slide so you can see it. And what you're going to learn to do today is to come up with some examples that go with each of the reasons. So let's go down to the planning template so you can see me fill it out. So first you need to decide whether you are for or against that statement, which is all families should own a pet. Just for the sake of filling it out today, I'm going to say I believe that all families should own a pet. I don't actually think that all families definitely can own a pet, but it is cool when they do own a pet. Now, I'm going to choose 3 reasons why I believe that all families should own a pet. And I've just read quite a few of the ones for, and you can go back and have a look on the slide again if you need to. But I'm going to say here, the first reason all families should own a pet is because it teaches kids to be responsible. Oh, I'll go on to the next line. You'll be writing, so it'll be a lot easier for you. And it's hard to type and talk at the same time. So I've got my reason there, teaches kids to be responsible. I'm not writing in full sentences. I'm just writing a little bit of information for my plan. Now I need to think of an example. And that's an example to explain my reason. So if I said it teaches kids to be responsible, now I want to think of, how does it do that? What's an example of a time when it might do that? So I'm going to write down here as my example is children need to feed them and look after them. My reason is it teaches kids to be responsible, and the example of that is children need to feed them and look after them, and so that's how they learn to be responsible for something, is they have to look after the pet. Okay, reason number 2. Let's just go back and have a little look through the reasons, and I'll pick another reason that I agree with. Yeah, owning a pet helps to reduce loneliness. That means people might be feeling a little bit alone or lonely. It helps to reduce that. So I'm going to say here, makes people feel less lonely. Oh, same mistake again. Whoopsies. That's okay. And an example. Now I need to think of, can I think of an example of a time where a pet might help someone feel a bit less lonely? I know. An example might be if someone lives alone, having a pet with them means there is someone to play with and care for. So it makes people feel less lonely. An example of that is someone living alone having a pet. That means that there's someone else to play with and care for rather than just being there on their own. Reason number 3, let's go back and have another look at these reasons. This is a good one. People who own pets are healthier. So I'm going to say here, reason here is pets make us healthier. And I bet we can all think of an example for that one. You think to yourself, okay, what's an example of how pets make us healthier? Having a pet means you need to take them out for walks, especially if it's a dog. So you need to walk your pet, which means you get fresh air and exercise. Let's have a look again. I filled out the template. I've said my opinion. I believe that all families should own a pet. I've got 3 reasons and 3 examples, and you can see that the example goes with the reason. So it teaches kids to be responsible because children need to feed them and look after them. It makes people feel less lonely. For example, if someone lives alone, having a pet with them means that there is someone to play with and care for. And pets make us healthier. For example, you need to walk your pet, which means to get fresh air and exercise. So today, you're going to use the topic, all families should own a pet, to fill out your Oreo planning template in your at-home working book. You can go find the reasons on my slide. I'll put these here, and it will be your job to think of the examples to go with the reasons. It's not going to take a lot of writing today. You can see from my slide, I haven't got lots of writing on there, but it's a great way to start practicing the planning. When you finish this, find the seesaw activity and upload a photo of your finished planning template. Your teacher will give you a little bit of feedback on how you went. Good luck!